Gamers out there that are really into showcases, reveals, announcements will be really sad to find out that the big event of the year that we get that is now canceled. E3 2022 is apparently now officially canceled. But the question is, and we'll talk about this, but also what will we get instead? Does that just mean we won't get reveals, and is there no showcase hope or anything? Well, let's dive into it. Hey, it's Kibiji. I like to talk about interesting stuff. Wasn't going to have a video this week, but this is a big deal to me because I'm really into E3. I like it. Would love to see your thoughts, but this comes from IGN, Rebecca Valentine. E3 2022, digital and physical, has officially been canceled. Though a possible digital event floated behind the scenes, that is also off the table, which is really interesting. No digital event either, but basically the news broke via Twitter from Razer PR lead Will Powers, who said that an email had been sent out announcing the cancellation of a digital E3 event, and IGN has independently verified the contents of that email as well. So, and obviously it's just because of COVID, and this happened before, if you didn't know. This happened previously in 2020, the first year that COVID started happening. Yeah, E3 got canceled that year, and they had a digital one last year that I thought was okay. Maybe you might have thought was terrible, and some people might have thought it was good. I thought it was just fine, but definitely could have been better. But the question is, with E3 being the show that a lot of people might know as the place, it's like the week that you will just get a bombardment of game trailers, announcements, reveals, interviews. It's just that time. It's like the Super Bowl for gamers that want to see new things to be excited for and everything. But without it, will we still get anything? Well, 2020, when E3 was canceled, there was an EA Play that happened in June. There was an Xbox Showcase that happened in July. There was not a Nintendo Direct. Nintendo took 2020 like completely off that year. They just did sporadic stuff instead, like not a big showcase, but just little stuff frequently, a little mini direct, indie world partner showcase, dropping a trailer for a new Paper Mario, and it's coming out in a couple weeks. And a Ubisoft Forward happened twice that year in the back half. So it's not unheard of. I admit I don't remember what PlayStation did. I think they did do something that year. Actually, they did. They had a June 2020 showcase, I believe. And I don't remember what Capcom and Square Enix did, but the point is, you're still going to get those showcases. You're just not going to get them all at once. At least I can't guarantee that, but based off of previous record, you got to keep people updated. It's just the new way. And you know what we will have over the summer is Summer Game Fest 2022. Summer Game Fest is essentially going to become the new E3. But the big difference is it's not an epic week. It's an epic summer. Summer Game Fest is really just marking your calendar for all the events that are going to happen. They're not even Summer Game Fest events. They have one show they do, but they are pretty much just letting you know, hey, the EA show is this. Oh, watch it on Summer Game Fest. I'm like, you're basically letting us know EA is doing something. But it's essentially what E3 is, but it's spread out through the summer. And I'm still confident we will get that based off of 2020 and how that went. But the real debate is, will E3 stick around after this? I'm skeptic. I'm really skeptic because last year didn't do too hot. 2020, we went without it and people started figuring out their own ways. Sony is no longer a part of E3. Jeff Keighley doesn't want to be a part of E3, even though, that's just because he went off to do his own thing. And the showings last year from Capcom and Square Enix were kind of bad. And it's just going to be very curious to see if E3 can keep going after the new COVID era that we're in. So do you prefer it? Do you prefer to you'll still get all the announcements and stuff you would have gotten at E3, but now it's just going to be 2020 again where it's spread out. The question is, do you prefer this method? Do you prefer it being spread out over the summer or to have one big epic week of a bonanza. I personally like the latter. I like that time of year that I, put time down and it's going to be trailer galore all freaking week. Let's get pumped. But maybe you differ. If you want to know more games to be hyped for the year, though, you can check out this video. Like half of them are already out, but these are 10 games that are really some exciting stuff to look forward to this year. But what are the half that are already out? You already know what they are. Check that out. See you in the next video. Be Keeper Bobby Awesome.